Hey everybody, happy week 8. Can you believe it? We're at week 8. I can't even believe it when I say it out loud. I had to look at the calendar. It can't be possible, but we are. So I wanted to show you the launch for this week. I don't have it sitting in here because I'm going to be putting it in here. This is a student, the student view. You can see down here I'm in student view. So that this should look pretty much like what you have on your week 8. This week we really fully launch into the research, the college level research paper. Don't forget that you will on Saturday be already have submitted your definition paper, so that will be behind you on Saturday night. So this is really looking at the content in week 8, probably beginning on Sunday if that's when you start looking ahead at the week. Here I've got some links that have to do with the library. There's a library workshop, a research workshop that is associated with this course, with English 145, actually comms and various English classes. We kind of all share some of our library workshops together because we look for a lot of the same things, or a lot of the same methodology. So here I have, if you want to sign up for a live, meaning a Zoom workshop, you can click here and do that. It may or may not have times that are amenable to you. Here you could take one that lets you participate online, like maybe you click slides and it has an activity that will accomplish not the same thing, because I think the live workshop is just better. And I think even though it's live on Zoom, still super informative. But this is a good second place in terms of what will work for a library workshop. Then I have a link for you to upload. I want to give you points for participating in the library workshop, whether you do it live on Zoom or whether you do it through a self-paced version. But there are 20 points so that you will get homework points out of that. Besides the fact you're going to learn a ton about getting ready for your paper. So here I tell you, introducing the college level research paper. I decided to put these little headers here to maybe make things stand out more. So in this section, this is all the research paper instructions. It's kind of like, how many pages is it? How many sources? All of that. So you will want to, if I were you, I would probably start with the screencast. It's the screencast of me going over the paper instructions. So if you're a person, hey, I just want to look at the paper, look at the white paper, the instructions, and go here. If you want to look at both, then look at the screencast. And then I actually give you a quiz on the instructions. It is super important to me that you guys are able to know the parameters of this assignment. Most of you have produced some kind of research paper in your past, but my experience with this component, quarter after quarter, is that the kind of research paper that you work on in high school or maybe even freshman comp is not the same level of research paper that you do in this class. This class really starts us to create a model for how you'll research at Cal Poly on the various papers that you're going to have to write and projects you're going to have to create in the courses you'll take at Cal Poly during subsequent quarters. So the instructions and the knowledge of research is, of course, super important. Besides the instructions, I also have another homework assignment. I call it the grid. It's a quick and dirty way to get to a research question. So it looks kind of funky when you look at it. I have a screencast where I go through it. I give you several student sample grids and how they worked. A couple of really short little videos on developing research questions, on brainstorming and narrowing your topic, or maybe finding keyword searches, all of that having to do with, topic search. You're going to need to upload your grid onto Canvas by Tuesday, or I can't, I'll have to look at it. Yes. And then you've got to respond to 2 peers as well. I'm going to go back in and make sure that these instructions are super clear to you. So you're going to upload your original grid, and then you're going to have peers that are going to look at your ideas and make comments on them. And then, again, this is still, this is different than the, remember we did the 3 trailheads and a fork? This is different because it's assuming you've already picked a topic. All right, so the grid helps you fine tune the topic and change it into a research question. So it goes from a subject to a topic to a question, and that's really what we want to come out the other end of this prospectus. So the prospectus is the first major component, if you will, of the research paper. The prospectus is kind of what I think I'm going to be looking for, how I think I'm going to find information, what do I already know about the topic. It's a kind of a, it feels like an informal document, but it ultimately asks you to write a research question that cannot be answered yes or no. So that is definitely the trail we're going to follow. So read the instructions. I have a rubric covering the instructions. Here's the, a screencast for the instructions. Here's the rubric. Here are some sample student prospecti. I think that's the plural. And then here's where you upload your first component of the research paper, the prospectus link, and that will be coming that Saturday. So we kind of have a lot. We don't have class on Thursday because it's Veterans Day. So we are missing our class. We won't have Zoom. We won't have any class that day. So we'll be meeting Tuesday in Zoom, but almost all of this work is going to be you, self-paced. And really, it kind of is anyway, so it comes at a good time for us to have a day off. Maybe you'll use that day off to do some searching for your topic and getting it dialed in. Anyway, that's this week. I hope you guys and ladies and people and everybody, I hope you guys have an awesome week and that this is a manageable component for you. I'm really excited because the research paper is my single most favorite part of the whole quarter. I love working with scholars. I consider you scholars. So getting to engage with your your research and learning from you is just an amazing gift of this particular job I have. So good luck this week, and I will see you in the Zoom room. Bye-bye.